Hey ladies and gents, this is Izduiz here with Guillermo del Toro, and we are going to bring to you a review of the Pan's Labyrinth Pale Man. Oh, he's hideous. From NECA. And he's in this nice box here, seated in that throne. And to tell you the truth, I mean, this guy is the stuff that nightmares are made from. And I'm not sure I would have purchased him. I love the movie Pan's Labyrinth. I'm so glad they're making action figures. But this particular character is absolutely disgusting. But he comes with a really cool throne. And I already know I'm getting the Fawn. And I already know that I'm getting Amphibian Man from Guillermo's other movie. So how could I not get Pale Man, right? Especially since the throne is going to be compatible with Mythic Legions. So it's with a certain sense of dread and foreboding that I'm opening this up. I think he comes from either Greek or Roman myth. There's a character that ate his own children, I believe, and that this guy is loosely based on. But he's hideous. He's blind, but he has eyes that come from his palms that he kind of opens up so you could see. He's got all this like flesh just kind of bulging down like he was a 1,000-pound man that lost all this weight. So he's kind of wasting away and blind. And if you haven't seen Pan's Labyrinth, see it. It's amazing. It's my favorite movie from Guillermo. Hey, Guillermo. Good job on Pan's Labyrinth. I mean, I like the other stuff he's done. I like the Hellboy movies. I like the Pacific Rim movie that he directed, the first one. He's got an incredible imagination. This is what it looks like from the side. So it's a large box. And this is what it looks like from the back. And it's showing Santi from The Devil's Backbone. I've already purchased that figure. I have not watched that movie, but I'm looking forward to seeing it. And it's also got Fawn, which just popped into my BBTS pile of loot. I can't wait to get that one. I think it'll be really compatible with Mythic Legions as well. It says, one of Guillermo del Toro's most visually stunning films, Pan's Labyrinth is a dark yet beautiful fantasy set 5 years after the Spanish Civil War. The insidious brutality of the real world continues to cast a long shadow, infiltrating even the fantasy world of 11-year-old Ophelia, who begins a terrifying reality-spanning journey after meeting a mysterious fawn in a crumbling labyrinth. Her mystic quest crosses seamlessly from one world to the other, weaving a parable about the power and pain of innocence. So that's Ophelia there. Can't wait to get her. Hopefully all of these sell well so that we get it. But I can't. We got one twist tie here in the back. I can't imagine that this figure is going to be terribly sturdy given the fact that the limbs are thin and the legs are thin. But this was the main attraction for me. This really, really cool and elaborately carved throne-like chair. He also comes with this couple of eyeballs on a plate. So that's kind of cool. Those are really neatly painted. Got a couple of red pupils, and then on the back, some bloody stumps, I guess. So I'm going to have to look into the story of why this guy doesn't have his eyeballs. There's also another mystery. I saw this figure at For Your Entertainment, and for some reason, all of the figures there had the Pale Man upside down in the package. I was like, what is that about? Was that a packaging mistake? Or was that some sort of exclusive packaging variant for your entertainment stores? And maybe it was like saying that she was in the upside down world, just kind of like, you know, in Stranger Things, sort of another dimension or upside down. But here he is. I freed him from his plastic prison, and have him sitting there, and like everything's about him is disgusting. He's got purple toes, so like they're a little bit necrotic, maybe. Like maybe his, you know, circulation isn't getting all the way over there. Yeah, the rest is pale pink flesh, and it's just disgusting the way it hangs, like it's his rear end. He's not going to be winning any bikini contests. He's got this, you know, flabby arm, extra skin everywhere. The for lack of a better term, I guess, flab loincloth flab is like a softer plastic. It's not a hard plastic, and it sort of drapes over, so I guess that covers his genitalia and makes sure that he's decent, because I don't think he has any actual clothes on. The joints are tight and stiff. I'm not sure how good he's going to be at standing up. Probably want to end up leaning him against something, but they're definitely tight and stiff, and not something that I really want to force. He's got knee articulation, he's got leg articulation, but it looks like just a swivel, no rocker. And like I said, his flabby loincloth flab allows his legs to move, but you know, I don't know what you're going to want him to do. Dance, do the splits, or whatever. This guy is so gross, man. He also has flab right here in his thighs. He makes the Demogorgon, maybe hanging out with the Demogorgon. I don't know if I'm going to put this guy in permanent display. He's got nipples way down here. And, you know, he's just been sort of wasting away. A lot of intricate wrinkles, and you can see the bone, the scapula, and the skin. And so I guess it's well sculpted, but it's really, really disgusting. Then the head is smooth. No eyeballs, sort of alien looking as well. Gosh. Horrible. And then, of course, right here, he's got extra set of eyeballs on his hands that he can put over his eyes to play peekaboo and look at you. Gross. Honestly, I'm going to have to find some room for him among the armies of the undead. Maybe with the White Walkers and the skeletons. And I'm going to put a loincloth on him, I think. So I don't have to look at all that. Ugh, gosh. Very good neck articulation. It actually has a ball joint at the head, and then it's got another joint here at the bottom of the neck. The arms obviously have a pretty good range of articulation. Gosh. Ugh. And then he's got eyeballs on his palms, but he's also got this extra plate of eyeballs. So I'm going to stick it in here so I don't lose it. I'm going to stick it in his crotch flab. Reminds me of a story someone told me about a very fat man. It was a doctor that was treating him. And as he was checking, a Big Mac rolled out from under one of the man's fat folds. And the fat guy was sort of nonplussed and just said, hey, you know, I was saving that for later. So it was nice and warm, a burger that he kept in his fat folds. And I imagine this guy could probably do it too, you know, tuck stuff up there in all those disgusting folds. So this is the throne. And this is what I really wanted out of the set. And I don't know who I'm going to have sit there. Maybe I'll have Guillermo sit there. Maybe I'll have one of my Mythic Legions sit there. Look, he sits there really nicely, reading his book, his notebook with his sketches for Pan's Labyrinth. And I think, you know what? I really like this. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to appropriate the Pale Man's throne and just have this guy, you know, relegated to some nightmarish realm somewhere. There he is. He's mad at Guillermo for taking his chair. But obviously, you know, if you want to use it for Mythic Legions, I think it's going to be it's quite regal and would fit them excellent. So maybe somebody will start casting. Oh, never mind. I better not even say anything. But there are other figures that came with thrones, and people, entrepreneurs, a lot after the figures were really hard to find, cast up some thrones for other people to get. But anyway, that has gone a little longer than I expected. If you really like Pan's Labyrinth, then yeah, by all means get this figure. If you like disgusting things, then get this figure. I don't know. It really, really is a stuff of nightmares. And I don't watch a lot of horror movies because I'm like, life is horrible enough. Why do you have to go out and watch a movie about imagining it to be even worse? But he turns my stomach. This figure, it absolutely turns my stomach. Not that it's not a good representation or whatever, but yeah, he is gross. All right, that's it. It's the Wiz signing out. If anybody knows why the Pan's Labyrinth figures from FYI were packed upside down, let me know. Maybe there's some inside thing that I'm missing.